Hi, this is Christina from thegodlyindianmom.com. Today's book review is on Charlotte Mason, Volume 1 from the Home Education series. Volume 1 deals with educating children below the age of 9 years. In the first part of Volume 1, Charlotte Mason talks about parenting and why we should not abdicate our parental responsibilities, and then she goes on to talk about the importance of being outdoors and how many lessons that we can learn from being outdoors, and then she talks about habit training. This is essentially the crux of volume 1. Charlotte Mason believed in the power of parents and in the power of family. Here is a quote from her on that. She says, "Children are a public trust, and now that work which is of most importance to society is the bringing up and instruction of the children. In the school certainly, but far more in the home, because it is more than anything else the home influences brought to bear upon the child that determine the character and career of the future man or woman. It is a great thing to be a parent. There is no promotion, no dignity to compare with it." She talks about the sins that we do against the children, when we do the things that we shouldn't do, or when we don't do the things that we should do. And here is a quote on that. "The first and the second of the divine edicts appear to include our sins of commission and of omission against the children. We offend them when we do by them that which we ought not to have done. We despise them when we leave undone those things which for their sakes we ought to have done. An offense, we know, is literally a stumbling block, that which trips up the walker and causes him to fall." Charlotte Mason emphasized for children, especially young children, to be outdoors and the number of lessons that we can learn while we are outdoors. And here is a quote from her regarding outdoors. "Never be within doors when you can be rightly without." In this volume, Charlotte Mason explains in detail about habit training. It is very important to train young children in good habits from when they are very young. She compares habits to nature, and here is a quote on that. She says, "Habit is 10 natures." What she means by this is that nature follows a set course. For example, summer happens in summer, winter happens in winter, and so on and so forth. In the same way, bad habits once set are very hard to break out from or to eradicate, and that is why it is very important to keep an eye on habits. The mark of a good education is the formation of good habits, and here is a quote from her. "The formation of habits is education, and education is the formation of habits." Why do we need to keep an eye on our habits? Because habit rules our life, like the coffee that we have or certain thought processes that we have. They are all a product of habits. On and on, when we think in a same line of thought, it embeds in us and that becomes a habit by itself. And here is a quote on that from Charlotte Mason. She says, "Habit rules 99 in 100 of our thoughts and acts." Charlotte Mason talks about the role of a mother in training her children in good habits, and here is a quote on that. "The mother who takes pains to endow her children with good habits secures for herself smooth and easy days, while she who lets their habits take care of themselves has a weary life of endless friction with the children." And I think this makes a lot of sense. Training children in good habits from early on will save us the pain of breaking them out of it. She also places an emphasis on turning out good work. And here is a quote on that. If children get the habit of turning out imperfect work, the men and women will undoubtedly keep that habit up. No work should be given to a child that he cannot execute perfectly, and then perfection should be required from him as a matter of course. So this is it from me on the first part of Sherlock Mason Volume 1. Until next time, see you. Bye.